Hey, you guys. So I want to talk a little bit about the idea that there are no happy endings. Before I get going, if you like the content, maybe leave me a like or a comment, share with your friends. Anything that you can do like that helps, and I appreciate it. So I was talking to a friend recently, and he has a cat that's getting towards the end of its life, and he's trying his best to enjoy every day he has with that cat. But he used the phrase while we were talking about, well, there are no happy endings. And it sort of struck a chord with me because I'm not sure I 100% agree with that. And I guess ultimately the point is I have to be very careful with an idea like that because it starts out with me feeling pragmatic and realistic. Well, there are no happy endings, but very quickly it can turn into a pessimistic worldview if I'm not careful. And it can prevent me from doing things. Losing a pet is sad. I have grief associated with it, but it doesn't mean I can't be okay. I have friends who won't get pets because at some point, 8 or 10 or 15 years down the road, that pet will die and they'll be sad and they don't want to be sad, so they just don't have the pet at all. And they're avoiding all the joy that a pet can bring because of the sadness that they might feel at the end of the relationship. So there's no happy period. And I don't want to live my life like that. If that's their choice and I'm not being judgmental, but I don't want to live that way. And I didn't know it was possible to be sad and still be okay. I didn't know it was possible to feel really intense grief and still be okay. But once I began to build a sort of regular practice that takes care of my spiritual health and my mental health and my physical health, I discovered that I can sort of be okay emotionally, kind of regardless of what's happening. And that's an amazing thing because if I spend a lot of time trying to avoid feeling negative emotions, trying to avoid feeling sad or angry or grief or any other sort of negative emotion, I also end up keeping myself from feeling any positive emotions because you can't tamp down the negative ones without tamping down the positive ones too. And it ends up making life gray. And I've been there and I don't want to be there anymore. Transitions are challenging, especially if they're not ones I want to do, especially if there's grief or sadness associated with it. But I don't want that to spoil my present moment. So I'm doing what I can to stay present and to stay spiritually and physically and mentally as healthy as I can, given whatever circumstances are going on, so that I can experience not only sadness, but joy. Anyway, it's just something that's been mulling around in my head since my conversation with my buddy. Hope your day is going better than you think it is. I'll see you soon.